Rusty Cave, and we're doing a board game review today of
Ugg-tect.
Ugg-tect by Fantasy Flight. It's 2 to 8 players, and before I give you any final thoughts on the game, we'll show you how it's played. Okay, so here are the components of the game. There are 2 teams with a Ugg-tect and some builders on each team, and you get these really pretty big blocks that come with it. They're just wooden blocks that are painted. They're fine quality. Some cardstock for another piece of the building materials that you're supposed to use, and then the cards, which show how many points you get for building the building, as you can see right there, and what it is supposed to look like. So basically how the game is supposed to be played is one of the Ugg-tects on either side draws a card, and then through a series of gestures and specific sounds, they need to have their workers build that. And so as you see in the picture there, that's what the finished product should look like. When the Ugg-tect believes they have the correct building, they tap their club on the table 3 times, and they say,
Ugg-tect.
Ugg-tect, yes. And then the other team has to look over and judge to make sure it's right, and if it is, they're supposed to grunt and howl and give some approval. If not, they're supposed to give some disapproval, and then they have to draw a new card or finish that building specifically. And so basically it goes to whoever gets 10 points first, and that's the end of the game. So there's a reference card that goes on the table that shows the moves that you have to make to designate what piece you want your workers to use, whether it's raising your hands above your head, hitting your thighs for the blue piece, or shaking your head back and forth for the yellow piece. And then there's the words that you're supposed to use. Say agungu, it means you take. If you say agungu, it means put away. And a lot of the other words, whether it's karungu or konguku or mangungu, they all sound very similar.
Gunga! Agunga! Karungu! Karungu!
And if your workers got it right, if they understood, you hit them in the head once. If they got it wrong, you hit them in the head twice. If you screwed up, you hit yourself in the head. So it's pretty interesting. So, Ugg-tect. The pieces are really nice. It says in the rule book that you're not allowed to use any other gestures or sounds other than the words that they have on the card or the gestures that they have on the card. So when you got someone at the table who keeps saying akungu, 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 I don't know. It loses a little bit of something. If you could say, do the gesture akungu, akungu, meaning pick up the red piece and then tell them, point with the club where to put it, because that's naturally what you want to do. It might be a little bit faster of a game and a lot less frustrating. So we haven't played it that way yet. We played it only strictly to the rule book. A lot of people say it's fun in convention settings, or that it's a good party game, and maybe the people that we played it with wasn't the greatest party people, best situation to play it with. But it could be fun. I think if I try it with like I said, just pointing with the club, making gestures with the club, and saying grunts even. If you just went, hey, this meaning red piece, and said turn it, whatever, that would be better. We'll have to try it that way. I think it would be more fun. Other than that, the clubs, while they are very cinematic and cool looking, if one of them was to pop, that's it. There goes your game. Other than that, they hurt. Oh, well, these aren't the softest thing in the world. They can kind of hurt if you get hit hard. So it's funny how the rulebook constantly says, tap lightly. But when you get an air-filled club, you want to just beat somebody with it. It's more fun. So I'm still a little fuzzy on the Ugg-tect. I've got to try and play it a little bit different, or maybe play it with a different crowd of people. What did you guys think?
It was pretty good, except for, you already said the words being mostly the same, and the seams on here, they scratch and hurt.
Yeah. What about you? All right. So there you go, everybody. Ugg-tect.